Okay, we are going to continue with chapter 4. We are going to be doing lesson A on page 68. But before we start our lesson, I want to do some review. In the back of your book, remember, are our songs. We don't necessarily have to sing them, but we are going to go over. They're good for defining words. So I wanted to review our interrogative pronouns, who, whom, whose, which, what, and our relative pronouns. Our relative pronouns are whom, who, whom, whose, which, what, and also whoever, whomever, that, whatever. Again, if you don't have your chart in front of you and your book in front of you, then stop your video and go grab them, because I will be referring to this chart and I'll be referring to the songs in the back here. So first I want to show you chart F. Again, is our pronoun charts. So we're talking about the relative pronouns down here and the interrogative pronouns, okay? And remember from last week we had reflexive pronouns: myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. So let's turn to page 207, and it's the interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns: who, whose, whom, which, what. Interrogative pronouns: they may act as a subject, an object, or an adjective within a question. Who, whose, whom, which, what. So remember, they can act as a subject of the sentence, okay? The next one we're going to is the sensory linking verbs, page 209. Sensory linking verbs are linking verbs that are related to the 5 senses. They join the subject to the predicate. Some common sensory linking verbs are appear, sound, become, taste, feel, grow, look, remain, seem, smell, and stay. Sensory linking verbs are linking verbs that are related to the 5 senses, and they join the subject to the predicate. Remember that from the last lesson? Now moving on to page 210. We have the verbal. That's what I want to go over. It's song 3-9. A verbal is a form of a verb that is used as an adjective, noun, or adverb in a sentence. Remember, in a verbal is the heart of the word is a verb. A participle is a verbal that is used as an adjective, a participle, and it ends with ed, en, t, or ing. A gerund is a verbal that is used as a noun, also ending in letters ing. An infinitive is a verbal that is used as an adjective, noun, or adverb, and usually starts with the word to. A verbal is a form of a verb that is used as an adjective, noun, or adverb in a sentence. So a verbal, it's used as a adjective, noun, or an adverb, okay? So that's going to be important to remember. Now I have these exercises to do. We're going to restate our noun clause into a participle. Remember, a participle ends in ed, en, t, or ing. So I'll do the first one. A baby that cries is a crying baby. See our participle, crying? It is a verb acting as an adjective, right? A baby that cries is a crying baby. But crying is the adjective. It's describing which baby, what kind of baby? The crying baby, okay? A star that twinkles, Rogine. Yeah. A star that twinkles, put it into a participle. What? A star that twinkles. Is a twinkling star. Yep, is a twinkling star. So here we go. Here's the heart of our crying. Twinkling. And it ends in ing, right? A river that flows is a flowing river. A bell that rings. A ringing bell. A pig that snorts. A snorting pig. Okay, so do you get the idea? A snorting pig. So these are verbals. They're participles. And they're ending either in ed, ent, or ing. But these verbals are all acting as adjectives, okay? All right, so turn to page 68. And our first sentence is Franklin pointed to the lights from the oncoming car, which lit the road. Okay, so we have a lot going on in here. So we're going to analyze it. First, we read the sentence, which we did. Franklin pointed to the lights from the oncoming car, which lit the road. The order of analysis is, say it with me. Phrases. I don't hear you. Phrases. Phrases. I hope you said clauses. Clauses. Principal elements. Modifiers. Are there any prepositional phrases? And the reason why we read the sentence is to kind of have some siren alarms going on. Ding, 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 ding. To. To is a preposition. To the lights.
From the oncoming car.
From the oncoming car. That's another prepositional phrase. So this is a preposition. This is a preposition. Object of the preposition, adjective, right? Car is the object of the preposition. So what is the oncoming? What part of speech is oncoming?
Participle.
It is a participle. Rojan's like, hey, oncoming, it's an adjective, but it's describing the car, but it's kind of like a verb.
The car is oncoming.
Yep, it's oncoming car, but it is acting as a adjective. So oncoming is an adjective, and oh, no wonder that seems weird. It's ADJ. It's like there's something missing here. ADJ. All right, good. So we have to the light is a prepositional phrase. Lights is the object of the preposition. The is the adjective article. From the oncoming car. From is the preposition. Car is the object of the preposition. Oncoming tells us what kind of car. Oncoming is the adjective element because it modifies a noun. It is an adjective and it is a verbal because the heart of oncoming is a verb, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Are there any subordinate clauses?
Which lit the road.
Which lit the road. What is like one of the triggers of like, hey, which? So we talked about this. Which is the subject because it is what the clause is about. So if you're like, wait, which is the subject? Remember, it is here in our relative pronouns and which. What is the definition of a pronoun? A pronoun replaces a noun in order to avoid repetition. So to find a subject pronoun, we ask who did the verb, right? Who lit? Well, which lit? Which? So you just have to, if you have these memorized, you kind of you get used to it, and it's just a lot of practice, and then you'll know. Okay, so this is our subject, which, and the predicate verb is lit, right? Lit who or what?
The road.
The road. So that's our direct object. And the is our adjective.
Road has
All right.
been lit.
Now, so we're going to read the sentence again. Franklin pointed to the lights from the oncoming car which lit the road. This sentence is declarative. It is making a statement. This sentence tells us that Franklin, the sentence is about Franklin.
He pointed.
And he pointed, right? He pointed, who or what?
It's a VI.
Yes. So we have a S,
so if this
VI,
were a simple
and
sentence,
a S, VTDO.
So if this were a simple sentence, it would just be Franklin pointed.
Yeah, Franklin pointed. Simple sentence, right? Good point, Rogine. She said, hey, if this was just a simple sentence, Franklin pointed. But we have a complex sentence because we have an adjectival clause. So if we were to look on our adverbs and our conjunctions, if we were to look at our conjunctions here, when, while, where, as, if, since, all, or all, because. Well, it's a clause, but yeah, so it makes it a complex sentence, okay? Because we added a clause. Which lit the road tells us what kind of lights. So we have to draw a line from which, and it goes to sorry about the goofy lines. Lights, adjectival clause, and now we have from the ongoing car. Is that a adjectival or adverbial prepositional phrase?
Pointing to lights.
Yeah, it is lights. It's telling us, this sentence tells us that, let me see. From the oncoming car tells us what kind of lights. So this is adjectival prepositional phrase. We have one more phrase, to the lights. To the lights tells us what?
Where pointed.
Where he pointed. So that means it's adverbial. Adverbial prepositional phrase, okay? All right, so to diagram this, I'm going to erase this because I have my other sentence next there. You like my erasing mitten? I didn't know what else to do. I was too lazy to go get something. So we have a SVI, SVTDO pattern. Can't use a Sharpie. Oop. Here's my SVI, and we had yeah, just a simple sentence. Sorry, and two lights, which all right, so you just need to follow along here. Franklin pointed and this is our verb, and off of our verb, remember we had our adverbial prepositional phrase, to lights, stop, the, and we had from the oncoming car, off of lights, from car, which car? The, and remember this is our verbal, so it's curving, on coming, all right? And then our clause, our adjectival clause, remember we had our subject, our SVTDO. So this one is, I'm gonna switch to a color. This one's running out. Which is the subject, right? Lit.
Road
Lit what?
road.
The road, yeah.
Road
All right, you got it? So we have Franklin pointed to the lights from the oncoming car, which lit the road. What?
Oh, never mind.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next sentence. Sentence B. In the snow, the lights seemed imposing, as if they were giant flashlights. So, any sirens going off right away?
Imposing.
Order of analysis. Phrases, clauses, principal elements, modifiers, okay? In the snow, any prepositional phrases?
In the snow.
In the snow, the lights seemed imposing, as if they were giant flashlights.
Lights seemed. Lights is the subject.
All right, but wait. So that's our prepositional phrase. Any clauses? As if, and we put that in brackets. As if. And I knew as if because here on chart H, our main subordinating conjunctions are when, while, where, as, since, if, although, where, as, unless, because. But we have as, but our whole phrase is as if. Okay? As if. So remember, I almost forgot. We need to put the as if in our little pointer parentheses. Okay? Because that is our conjunction. All right. So we're going to look at our clause first. Should have a subject and a verb in it. What is our subject?
They.
They. Subject pronoun, right? And what were they were? Ooh. What is our verb?
Were.
What kind of verb is it?
Linking.
It's linking?
No.
They were
Flashlights.
Flashlights. So
PA.
this is a it's describing or renaming?
PA.
PN. Predicate nominative.
Wow.
It's not describing they.
But isn't it like a simile?
It's renaming.
As if they were giant
It's
flashlights?
not an adjective,
Oh, I see.
right? It's not an adjective.
I see.
It's a noun. It's renaming. They were flashlights, and giant is our adjective, describing what kind of flashlights, right?
But isn't that entire clause like a simile?
Yes. Yeah. But we're just looking at analyzing this part. Okay? So as if they were giant flashlights. In the snow, the lights seemed imposing. This sentence is about what?
Lights.
Lights. Here's our subject. And the lights seemed. Ooh, wait. That set off an alarm. Isn't that one of our
Yeah.
linking verbs? Our sensory linking verbs we talked about?
Yeah.
So imposing, is it renaming or describing lights?
Describing.
It's describing, right?
Yeah.
This is our predicate adjective. But also, take a look at this. It's an adjective. Remember the definition of our verbal? It can be an adjective, noun, or adverb.
Oh no.
So imposing, you're like, wait, isn't imposing a verb? Uh-huh, it is a verb. So this, take a look at this. All right. So now we have to look at we've figured out our principal elements. What are our modifiers? What is this clause modifying?
Lights.
Well, it's adverbial, so it has to
Seemed.
seemed. Yeah, there you go. Shoot. These are. Sorry about this, guys. It's pointing to seem. It's adverbial clause. All right. So now all we have for a modifier, our last one is our prepositional phrase. Is it adverbial or is it adjectival? You're like, oh, how do I know the difference, Miss Tiffany? That was a long time ago. Well, adverbs, remember, ask the question, how, when, where, why, how often, how much, to what extent, under what condition. An adjective will ask what kind, how many, which, and whose. So what is this answering? In the snow.
Where?
Where?
Where the lights
Where it seemed. Yeah, where. It's answering where. It's adverbial prepositional phrase. So now we'll go ahead and diagram that. But I always like to identify what is the pattern. Okay, what is the pattern? Is it SVI, SVTDO? Because this will help me when I start diagramming. So I have a SVLPA and I have a SVLPN. All right, super. Oh, maybe I should do the brown. So I have a SVLPA. I have a conjunction, which always connects our verbs, right? So I'm just going to do that straight up like that. I might need to adjust some of my lines, but that's where I like to start. So we have, oh, and we forgot this one, So we have the lights seemed imposing. Oh, so remember, I'm going to draw it over here, but we're going to have to put it up on a pedestal, remember? So it's going to look like this. Imposing. I kind of ran out of room. But it's up on a pedestal, okay?
Pedestal.
Oopsies.
Imposing.
There. That's what it really needs to look like on top of your line, okay? Okay. The lights seemed imposing.
As if.
Well, we have in. In.
Snow.
Oopsie. In the snow.
As if.
As if.
As if.
Now we have our subject and linking verb. They were
flashlights.
Flashlights.
Giant.
Giant. We have it all? Yep. All right. How much time is this? How long is this video?
24 minutes.
Oh my goodness. Okay. It's going to take a long time to download. We have one more sentence.
Use the browser drive. Say hello.
Takes a long time to diagram, huh? Analyze. While they were watching.
While they were watching. I recognize a subordinate colors.
A deer leapt.
Wow.
Across the
Road. Street. Way.
gazed. What? Glazed. Icy
Road.
road. All right. Any prepositional phrases?
Across the glazed icy road.
Across the glazed icy road. Preposition. Object of the preposition.
And everything's pointing to road.
But wait, isn't glazed a verb?
Oh yeah, it's a
Yeah, glaze is a verb. It's
participle.
so it's a participle, okay? So now no. So now we have our subject is deer. The deer did what?
Leapt.
Leapt. Tarek is not here.
Where is he?
At work.
Doesn't leapt have an A in it?
And this is adjective. What?
Doesn't leapt have an A in it?
It doesn't need to be lifted?
Yeah. 75 pounds.
How much?
275.
Oh. Maybe John's next door. I don't know. Alright. Leapt is what?
It has an A.
Oh my goodness. Leapt. Sorry guys. L-E-A-P-T.
Yep. Leap with a T.
Proud moment of mine where the student becomes the teacher.
Or maybe you're just not good at grammar. Oh.
Oh. Alright. So, wait a second. It looks like here kind of jumped ahead of ourselves. This is a prepositional phrase, but look here. This is our clause. Because while is a conjunction, right?
Yes. Why did you put the S and PV underneath?
Yeah. So listen guys, I led you astray. Because this is the main clause. This one is a subordinate clause. So main clause, subject, verb. Okay? Now here, subject, they were watching. Is this a linking verb or a helping verb?
Linking, it's participle. No, it's a helping.
This is a helping verb. This is the predicate verb. So this is just a SVI.
Sv.
And this is a SVI as well.
Sv.
So the main clause and this one. While is adverbial clause and it's telling when were they doing the jumping? While they were watching, that's when they leapt. When did they leap? While they were watching. Okay, so this is the adverbial clause here. Adverbial prepositional phrase. Where did they jump? Where did they leap? Across the glazed icy road. Adverbial prepositional phrase. Okay, so we had an adverbial clause and an adverbial prepositional. Both of them are SVI structure, so I'm going to get that lined up. While is going to go here. Okay, so we have a deer leapt. Remember, this is our main clause. This is the subordinate clause because it starts with while, right? While, make sure this is capitalized. While they were watching. But here, leapt, we have cross the, this is our verbal, remember it's slanted, glazed, icy road. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so your job is to do page 69, and tomorrow I'll have a video for lesson B on page 70. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye.